Dahil maraming gumraduate recently, ang goal natin in this episode is matulungan natin sila navigate the adulthood because sometimes masaya ang adulthood,
Yes.
but sometimes it could be overwhelming.
Kasi di ba, imagine mo ngayon may K to 12. So for about 20 years or more of your life, meron kang structure, you're just studying. Tapos after nun, bam!
Yep, what's
Pupunta ka
next
na sa
after, no? Okay, ang goal ko, makagraduate ako, matapos ko yung thesis ko. After that celebration, what's next? Nandun na yung realities of life. Yes. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. And if you are new in this channel, I'm Josh and with me is my beautiful wife, Marnie. And in this channel, we share our biggest takeaways in life, finance, career, and business.
Yay!
Yay! In this episode, pag-usapan natin mahalaga dahil graduation season right now and sobrang daming graduates.
Litong-lito na ako kung kailan yung grad. Kasi nag-iba-iba na, di ba?
Oo, nag-iba na kailan yung pasukan, kailan yung graduation.
Oo. Halos every month may
Oo.
gumagraduate, no? Kasi
Yup.
iba-iba na yung...
Dahil maraming gumraduate recently. Ang goal natin in this episode is matulungan natin sila navigate the adulthood, the adulting life. Because sometimes, masaya ang adulthood,
Yes.
but sometimes it could be overwhelming.
Oh, lalo na kapag hindi mo alam kung ano yung gagawin mo. And nalolost na tayo in life.
Yes.
Oo.
No?
Kasi di ba, imagine mo ngayon may K to 12. So for about 20 years or more of your life, meron kang structure, you're just studying. Tapos after nun, bam!
Yep, what's
Pupunta ka
next
na sa
after, no? Okay, ang goal ko, makagraduate ako, matapos ko yung thesis ko. After that celebration, what's next? Nandun na yung
Realities
of life. Yes.
Yan, simula na ikaw na ang magtatrabaho.
Yes, but don't worry. In this channel, we will help you navigate the adulthood. What are the practical tips na pwede naming ibigay sa inyo based on our experience, no?
Yes, which is just a few years ago.
Few years ago,
secret.
yes. Okay.
Okay, sige, number 1. Ako one of the tips na very important for fresh grads is ayusin yung clearance sa school. Yan, sa college or sa university. Diba? Very practical tip, kailangan maayos yung clearance. Why? Kasi para makakuha tayo ng diploma at saka transcript na hinahanap ng mga employers. Tama?
Very important yung transcript of records, no? Most of the time, yung diploma, matagal pa natin yung makukuha after
Oo.
many months pa.
Yes,
no?
case
Pero
to
yung
case din, depende sa university or college.
Yeah, pero yung TOR, it's basically the record of your college life, no? And very important siya sa application natin ng trabaho.
Oo, yung iba kasi, dun sila na-delay, di ba? Na hindi pa sila nakapag-request ng TOR eh. Di ba, yung mga fresh grads natin ngayon, iba-iba din yung mga gusto nyong gawin after graduation. Maybe some of you na nakikinig ngayon or watching us ay graduate na. And then, or before pa mag-March nagtatrabaho na. Yan. Or kaya, yung iba sa inyo, probably mag-start pa lang maghanap ng trabaho. Yung iba, probably nagre-review for boards. Tama. Or kaya yung iba, ayaw pa magtrabaho, gustong mag-aral ulit.
Yeah.
Sipag.
O kaya yung
Diba?
iba gustong tumambay muna kasi napagod sa pag-aaral.
Yes. O, diba? So, at least kung gusto mo na tumambay, fruitful pa din, diba? Yung mga pwede natin gawin during this resting season,
Yes.
diba?
So, bumalik ka sa school mo,
Oo.
kasi kasuhin mo yung clearance mo and then ma-process yung TOR mo.
Oo, kasi yun nga, again, hinahanap siya ng mga employers and for those na gusto pang mag-aral ulit,
Yup.
hinahanap siya kung saan nyo man gusto mag-further studies.
Alright, next is you must prepare your CV or yung resume mo.
Yes, very important.
So, ano ba yung CV and resume?
Okay, magkaiba sila. Well, yung resume is 1 to 2 pages lang siya, which highlights yung mga key details lang about your educational background and kung meron ng mga work experience. Yan. So, hindi siya dapat overwhelming. Mas maganda kung 1-pager lang siya. And yung resume, iniiba-iba siya depending on the company or the position that you're applying for. Kasi kapag sa resume, that naha-highlight kung yung skills na hinahanap nila. So, di ba kapag may mga job hiring, nakalagay doon, ano yung mga requirements nila. So, i-tailor natin yung resume according to that. And then, yung curriculum vitae, which is the CV, is ito yung detailed. Yan, detailed na educational background mo, ano yung mga skills na na-develop mo. So, for example, nung college, meron dyang mga seminars, merong mga trainings na ina-attendan. So, pwede yung ilagay doon. Kailan yon, sinong gumawa, sinong nag-prepare, nag-organize ng training na yon, etc. And then, also, yung mga work experience mo. For example, nakapag-publish ka, andun lahat yon. Even nung nag-work ka, ano yung mga trainings. Di ba pag sa work, may mga trainings pa rin tayong ina-attendan. So, nakalagay din yun dun sa CV. A good practice is, keep your CV updated at least every year. Yan. Kasi minsan, re-require yan sa, kung maghahanap tayo ng bagong work, yan, pwedeng i-require siya. Or kaya, di ba, kapag successful tayo, babalik tayo sa university as guest speaker. Yan, minsan hinihingi yan, di ba? Magtotalk kayo sa school.
Sa schools nila nung high school.
Oo nga, di ba? So, minsan hinihingi nila yung CV. It's a detailed record of your career journey. So, it's good to have both.
Alright.
Number 3.
Number 3 is you must prepare your IDs. And
ID.
ang main priority natin dito is your PhilHealth.
Yes. Oh, PhilHealth. Bakit yung PhilHealth, Tani?
Yep, PhilHealth is a government ID, no? And it's a government insurance na din sa atin, no? That will give us a discount, a benefit in case of hospital admission. Especially, very important ito, especially kapag naghahanap ka pa lang ng work, no? So, kailangan mo maging protected, no? Sa mga ganitong types of emergencies, especially yung mga hospitalization. Usually naman kapag nag-apply ka sa work, tinutulungan ka nila mag-apply din ng PhilHealth. Pero if you are still in the process of finding the right job for you, ito yung isa sa kailangan nating unahin, PhilHealth.
Yes, if you are above 21 years old, hindi na tayo dependent ng parents natin. So, dapat meron na tayong sariling PhilHealth ID. And yung PhilHealth kasi natin, it's very useful kahit anumang career path ang ating piliin or kung gusto pa ating mag-aral at wala pa tayong employer, di ba?
Yep.
So, kailangan meron talaga tayong PhilHealth kasi it's the most basic insurance that we can have na government mandated.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also, may valid ID ka. So, secondary ID yan. So,
Yes.
pwede mong gamitin sa pagpaprocess ng other IDs mo.
Yes.
Second ID na pwede mong asikasuhin is, or document na pwede mong asikasuhin is yung birth cert mo. So, pwede ka na mag-request ng maraming birth certificates para sa pagpaprocess ng other documents, no? Especially kapag adult ka, ang dami mong kailangang i-process na. So, that is one thing na natutunan ko din, no, na dapat prepared tayo makapag-request na. Especially ngayon, madali na lang mag-request. Online na lang, pwede na tayo
pwede
mag-request.
online. Ang maganda kasi kapag meron ka ng record na, for example, birth cert mo. Very important kasi birth cert, kapag kukuha tayo ng other IDs like passport, hinihingi kasi siya. So, dapat as an adult, yan, yung professional, meron na tayo dapat copy nun. Yan, kasi kapag din nirarush natin siya, mas mahal, I think 300 plus currently. Pero kapag hindi naman siya rush, wala pang 200 pesos. So, pwede yan sa mga, sa munisipyo, or kaya sa SM. Yan, so hindi po ito sponsored. Yan, sa SM.
7-Eleven.
Sa 7-Eleven, hindi, nagsisettle lang sila doon
Ng
kapag,
payment.
kapag
Okay.
nag-request sila online. So, mas mura siya kapag hindi rush.
Yep.
So, at least have 2 copies, diba? So, para din sa mga susunod na application.
Yep. Next ID or document na kailangan nating asikasuhin is yung TIN natin, no? TIN or TIN ID, no? Very important ito because kapag nagpa-process tayo, especially kapag kumikita na tayo, no? So, it's government mandated na we have to pay our taxes, no? And yung TIN is very important para, of course, makaltasan din tayo, no? ng tax, no?
Yeah, tax identification number.
Yep.
Yan.
Yung TIN and other BIR documents, minsan overwhelming sila. Most of the time pala, overwhelming sila. But if you can find someone who can help you sa pag-process ng mga to. But most of the time, kapag nasa work ka, employed ka na, no, matutulungan ka nila sa pag-open ng mga ganitong documents.
Yes. So, very useful ng TIN kahit hindi pa tayo nag-work. Kasi, for example, magbubukas tayo ng mga accounts, mga investments, anything involving money. And very important yung TIN kasi syempre kapag meron tayong mga bubuksan na, kunwari, investment account, yan, mag-invest ka for example sa stocks, mag-open ka ng account for it, yan, hinihingian niya ng TIN. Ayan, kasi naalala ko, student pa lang ako noon. Kaya ako nagkaroon ng TIN kasi gusto kong mag-invest sa stocks and required siya to open an account. So, kaya very important yung may TIN kahit hindi ka pa nag-work.
Yep.
What
Okay,
else?
next is SSS.
SSID or UMID, no? Pero, ano siya eh, hindi ko alam kung ano yung current status na gusto ng government with regards dun sa direction ng mga SSS ID and UMID kasi meron na daw national ID. So, I think pending siya ngayon.
Yep, but SSS
Oo.
is usually nagiging benefit ito ng mga employed individuals, no, for their retirement, 'di ba, maternity benefit or burial benefit, nagbibigay yung government niyan through SSS. If meron kang SSS office near your location, pwede kayo pumunta, mag-inquire kayo ano yung mga requirements para makapag-open nitong SSS document, no. So, 'yun.
And so again, itong mga IDs na to is just for identification purposes na can help us kapag yung mga ina-apply natin, kailangan ng IDs, no? So, ano pa ba yung mga other things na pwedeng makuha? Passport.
Yes.
Yan.
So, yung passport is medyo dun na siya sa mga IDs na medyo matagal bago mo ma-process. Pero it's very important, especially sa yung professional life mo na pwede kang makapag-travel, pwedeng sa work yan, or travel mo just for leisure, no? So, it's one thing na pwede nating i-prioritize.
Yes, passport. Di ba, malay mo, hindi ka makasama, may travel sa work. Hindi ka makasama kasi wala kang passport. O, tapos magra-rush ka. O, di ba? Sayang yung opportunity.
Yes, meron kaming mga experience before na mga supposedly kasama sila sa mga trips pero dahil wala silang passport, hindi sila nakasama.
Oo. Or kaya, dapat kasi yung passports or reminder, bonus tip, dapat at least 6 months siyang valid. Yon. So, kapag hindi na siya valid at least 6 months, either hindi ka makakalabas ng Pilipinas, pwede ka hindi palabasin. O, di ba? So, or kaya, dun ka abutin ng pag-expire ng passport mo, mahirap yun. So, kahit makalusot ka, baka mahirap ka umuwi. Yan. Other IDs.
Next is driver's license.
Oh, pero it takes skill eh.
Yep, it's something na mas magandang kuhanin mo na din, no? And you enroll sa driving school because it's a skill na very important, especially may mga work na kailangan nagpaperam sila ng car for their employees, no? And kailangan mo na ring mag-apply na mga ganitong bagay, no? So it's a primary ID na pwede natin gamitin. But kailangan mo na mag-enroll sa driving school, may mag-aral, mag-exam, no, pass yung exam and magbayad ng few fees for this para makakuha ng driver's license.
And next is, another one is voter's ID. Ayan, nasa proof na isa kang botante sa Pilipinas. So, usually, mas maganda kinukuha to kapag hindi malapit sa election season. Yan. Kasi kapag malapit sa election season, sobrang nadidelay siya kasi nga, syempre, madami nag-a-apply, di ba? So, yun yung isa. Sa munisipyo siya, ina-apply.
Yep. And ang isa sa pinakamahalaga is yung NBI clearance, no? Especially, most of the employers right now, kapag mag-a-apply ka sa kanila or natanggap ka na, nire-require nila yung NBI clearance. So, yan. Proof yan na wala tayong kaso, no? Or malinis ang record natin. dito sa Pilipinas, no? Before nila tayo i-hire.
Yan. May 6 months validity siya. So, ang tip dito is, if you're planning to look for a job, to apply within the next 6 months, mas maganda kumuha na ng NBI clearance. Pero kung hindi pa naman, pwede mo siyang i-delay.
Yep. Hindi ko sure, pero parang may update dyan na 1 year na siya. Pero you can check na lang sa website kung ano yung expiration nila, no? So, yung mga di-discuss namin, by the way, is actually pwede siya magbago, especially dun sa mga requirements para bago makakuha ng IDs, no? Yung mga fees nila, may kita natin yun sa website, no? So, ilalagay namin sa description box kung ano yung mga websites na pwede nyong tignan, no?
Yes.
Sa pagpaprocess ng mga IDs na to.
Yeah.
Alright, next tip namin sa inyo is, of course, to find a mentor.
Yeah.
No? Why? Because when I started my career 8 years ago, magna 9 years ago na, no, wala tayong mapagtanungan saan pupunta, no, and maraming struggles, no, different aspect ng life, no, hindi lang career yung usapin, no. There are other aspects, no, spiritual, academic, no, and other aspect ng life natin na kailangan natin ng help, no. And one major thing na natutunan ko is there are people out there, no, na marami ng experiences na pwedeng makatulong sa atin, no. Instead of us trying everything, trial and error tayo hanggang sa matuto tayo, no. So mentors will help us speed up yung processes natin in life, no, especially decision making. And yun, ikaw ba, anong masabi mo dun?
Sa mentor, syempre, find a mentor. It doesn't need to be, isa lang. So, you can have mentors. Yan, these are people na you look up to. Itong, one of the things na pwede mong i-ask in looking for a mentor is, do I want to be this kind of person? Do I want to be like this person in 3, 5 years, 10 years from now? Kung saan siya ngayon, yung current situation niya, is that where I want to be 3, 5, or 10 years from now?
Yep.
So yun yung isa magandang question. And always remember, di ba, the best teacher is not our own experience.
It's the experience of others.
Yes.
Yes. So, find a mentor, no? And that is a very critical component ng success natin sa career na tatahakin natin.
Yes.
Siguro another tip is, of course, as a young professional, no, be open for new experiences, no. It means na there are things na sobrang hindi tayo familiar, no. It could be a hobby, a new skill, or a new maybe activities with friends, no. Let's be open, because yung mga opportunities na yun, it's an opportunity for us to learn, no. It will widen yung mind natin, no, so that we can look at this world, no, at a bigger perspective. So yun.
Yes, be open to new opportunities. And also, in line with that, continue learning. Kasi 'di ba, 20 years tayo sa school, sometimes feeling natin, tapos na ako, nakagraduate na ako, ayan, tapos na, hindi ko na kailangang matuto ng kung ano pa dahil natutunan ko na lahat. Which, malalaman natin kapag nag-start tayo mag-work, hindi pala natin natutunan lahat nung college. So, always challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone, and do not be afraid to try new things, and challenge yourself to learn new things, especially in this world na very fast-paced lahat. Ang bilis, nag-iiba-iba yung mga trends, yung technology, di ba? Kailangan nating maka-adapt. Kaya one of the most important trait din na to develop as a fresh grad is yung adaptability natin and yung hunger natin for learning. Yes.
Ganda nun. Alright. So, those are the few tips na pwede namin ibigay sa inyo right now. I hope marami kayong naging baon, no, as you start your career, no, and we are so excited for you, no? What's in it for you out there, no, sa world, no? So if you have any questions regarding your career, finance, or maybe business, just let us know so we can tackle this in our episodes. So with that, thank you so much. Again, I'm Josh, and
Marnie!
see you again on our next episodes.